uh, something that's pretty interesting and something I really had to touch on real quick. And pretty much it's talking about Infamous Second Son may pretty much Infamous Second Son may have been hinted of of having multiplayer future or having multiplayer in general in Infamous Second Son when the game comes out. Now, pretty much, Infamous Second Son comes out around March. I think or March 21st, if I'm not mistaken. Probably wrong about that, but it does come out in March, 2 more months away. And this news is kind of interesting. So it stated in an article at first around E3. I think I clearly forgot about this, but around E3, it was actually kind of teased that Infamous Second Son was or kind of rumored that Infamous Second Son may have a multiplayer future or multiplayer component with the game when it comes out. And now with this article is a little teaser or a little bit of rumorish. Coming about. So pretty much it showed an article of a I think on the back of a Japanese booklet or pamphlet or something like that. And pretty much it pretty much stated some of the futures on Infant Second Son, like some of the what rate is going to be, some of the rating components for probably mild language or intense violence or something around that area. And it also went down and stated in Japanese. It was in Japanese written. It was translated to be online supported, and then for online supported it says one player. Now, pretty much it stated in the article that this doesn't really mean that it's just a single player game because it just says one player. That's pretty much can be compared to the single player in the story mode. It also talked about in the article that Killzone Shadowfall actually had the same I guess you say the same wording as online supported and one player, and we do know that Killzone Shadowfall is an online multiplayer game slash single player. I guess up to 24 people. Now, if Infinite Second Son do comes out with a multiplayer component, I won't really be mad. I think it would be pretty cool because pretty much we have FMS one that just has single player. FMS two it just has single player, but it had it like online creation mode, which isn't really a multiplayer a mode like multiplayer competition mode or something like that. It's pretty much you create your own levels, and from there you players can play in your level they feel choose to, and that's pretty much about it. It's like a little create content sort of thing. It's sort of like Infamous, Infamous and Little Big Planet mixed together a little bit because you're creating your own levels, and of course it's in the Infamous world. So I would say Infamous slash Little Big Planet, or they can go a different route with the multiplayer modes. Now I don't know if Sucker Punch in the past created a game with just multiplayer modes, along with single player. If you count, or you can count, I think on one of their slide games, I think of Slide 3, they had like a multiplayer competition mode. It wasn't online; it was pretty much just local, and you can play with two players and stuff like that. That sort of type of thing. I think it's dealing with dealing with airplane riding, and this one we had to actually you're a thief and you pretty much stole something, and another player playing as a cop. As a cop you're supposed to stop the thief, stop Sly Cooper the raccoon. So it's like they could do something like that, I think, but I don't know how they're gonna do the multiplayer mode. It's gonna be actually kind of interesting how they're gonna do that. Is it gonna be a good, decent multiplayer mode? Is it going to be a flop? Is it not going to be? Is it just pretty much going to be a tack on multiplayer? So we don't know anything about it just yet. So this pretty much is a rumor. If Mr. Second Son have um, may have online may have an online feature. It may be a multiplayer mode, maybe online creation. I think it may be online creation, just because on the second one they did it, and some people quite enjoyed it. I enjoyed it myself, for a limited time, and I can see them doing that. But if they do a multiplayer mode, I want to see if they're actually gonna put their time on it. I don't want to like a tack on multiplayer. Even though the single player is still going to be the main thing many people go to. Uh, you know, I just think a tack on multiplayer, isn't the right way to go. If they're gonna do attack on multiplayer, then just do an online creation with a couple of upgrades from the second one, and I'll be pretty much just fine. So right now it's just rumors. This game may not even have a multiplayer online content. Whatever you want to call it. So it's a very good article, and I had a very good time discussing this with y'all. Let me know what you think about this article. Link is gonna be in the description below. Like, comment, subscribe. KTV3. As always, everybody. Have a wonderful day.